New moms often worry if their baby is getting a little too fat, but a baby that is not gaining weight at a normal pace can also cause concern. And that is why the February issue of American Baby magazine has some tips on how to help your baby grow to a healthy weight. And joining us this morning is Laura Kalehoff, executive editor of American Baby. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
So this is definitely a concern for new moms. I know when I had my daughter, she lost a lot of weight in the first few days, and I was really scared. I was in a panic that I was doing something wrong.
Right, but I'm sure you were doing everything right. Actually, you know, babies are, they often do lose weight those first couple days until your milk comes in.
Okay.
And they're actually born with extra water weight, so it carries them over until your milk comes in.
Okay, so the first few days, if they lose weight, maybe you shouldn't be concerned, but if it continues past that?
If it continues, if your baby does not go back to his birth weight within 2 weeks, your doctor's going to want to look into it and see what the possible cause could be.
Okay, so let's look at some of the causes. A lot of women are choosing to nurse now, and there are all sorts of theories about how frequently you should nurse. Should you wait for, the child to indicate that he's hungry, or do it on a schedule? If your child is losing weight, could that be part of the reason?
Yeah, that could be tied to that, definitely, if baby's just not nursing enough. You know, babies actually do need to nurse about every 2.5 hours. That's 8 to 12 times in a 24-hour period. That's
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah. It will. Keep you glued to the sofa. So your baby does need to nurse often, and often they're very sleepy, though, when they're first born. So you need to kind of keep them awake sometimes when they're nursing by tickling their feet, rubbing their calves a little, even waking them up during the night to nurse for those first few weeks.
Right, because they will fall asleep on you. And so you're there, you're waking them up, every 2 hours, but maybe they're still not getting the right amount of milk, and could it have something to do with how they're latching onto you?
Yeah, it could be a latch problem. That's very common, and it's one reason why you should really look up the name of a good lactation consultant before you even go to the hospital. It's just great to have that resource on standby in case you need it.
Yeah, and there are a lot out there. I mean, it's pretty easy, just head to the internet, right?
Yeah, definitely.
If you're choosing the route of formula, but your child is still losing weight, what could be the problem there?
Well, you want to make sure, number one, that you're mixing the formula in the right concentrations. Some parents will dilute the formula, over dilute it in order to save money, let's say. Yeah. That's a big mistake. It can be very dangerous for your child because he's not taking in enough calories and taking in too much water. So
right, exactly. Also, if you delivered early, you may have a child who's just small for at least a while, right?
And babies who are born what's called late preterm, which is like 34 to 37 weeks. Their brains are actually a little bit smaller than a baby born full term, and they have a bit lower muscle tone often. So that can inhibit nursing a bit. It may take them a little while to get the hang of it. So, and they also might be a bit sleepier, so it's something to be aware of.
Do they catch up eventually weight-wise?
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, acid reflux, a problem that, adults can have sometimes, but babies too.
Yeah, babies can have it too. So if your baby seems very fussy after feedings, that could be a problem. You'll want to try feeding him in an upright position, and that could help matters. If it is acid reflux, one good thing is that they'll usually outgrow it by 18 months at least.
Right.
So
that's good, because they will certainly let you know if they're suffering from acid reflux.
Yeah.
Laura Kalehoff, executive editor of American Baby magazine. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.